It's the beginning of October, and in this video I'll show you some of my favorite places in autumn. We'll dive into the colorful world of autumn, visit thundering waterfalls, impressive valleys, turquoise lakes, raging rivers, breathtaking views and colorful sunrises. But we'll also show you the grumpy side of autumn, my fairy friend Rasta and I. As always, our starting point is our hometown of Brienz in the Bernese Oberland. From here, we are heading towards Lauterbrunnen today to see if autumn has arrived yet. Whenever possible, we take the country road to the Jungfrau region. The view is simply more beautiful than on the motorway, even if it takes a little longer. But after all, the journey is the destination, isn't it? We enjoy the autumnal drive along Lake Brienz and arrive in Lauterbrunnen after about 35 minutes. We are in Lauterbrunnen right now to show you how it looks like at the beginning of October. Huh? Yeah, we have our secret hiking path here.
Yeah, there are already so many leaves on the ground. Yeah, autumn is here right now.
Lauterbrunnen has become a hotspot in the last few years. That's why we choose the lesser known paths. Forgive me if I don't tell you exactly which hike it is here, but it's certainly also in your interest not to name such places in order to protect them.
I see that in Sulwald the trees are also ready. So we need to go up there in the next few days. Happy Autumn Day, gell? Yeah. What you can see over there are foam clouds. Yeah, I know that because this morning, look, yeah, we had fire in the sky in Brienz. Yeah, it was crazy. So this is a weather condition called föhn. Yeah, and it's very warm when there is föhn.
Rasta caught a cold at Fluolp, so we guess. So we have to take it easy on him. But soon he will be able to go on longer hikes again.
You are so beautiful, Rasta. Super typ. Und tschüss. It's been a while since my last visit in Lauterbrunnen. Yeah, because in summer, you know, too many people everywhere. But now, yeah, it's a little bit better. Well, baby. Whee! Oh, we have some cows here. Ja, adult ones. Huh? Eine erwachsene Kuhherde. Hey, Moose. Hi, hi. Yes, it's Rasta from Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and what else? Yeah. Hey, Moo. Hi. You want to say hello to my YouTube subscribers? Huh? Moo. Ah, you look so funny with the wide angle. Huh? Ah, gruselig, gruselig. Yeah, to be honest, I prefer the ones with horns. Yeah, they look so naked without. Huh, girl? Yeah. So that was the status from Lauterbrunnen. Huh? So you can see if it is worthy to go at this time or not. Gal? Yeah, but I think it's worthy anyway. Yeah, but autumn is otherworldly, weißt? Everywhere. Yeah. I cannot stop recording because, you know, there is that light. You see it? And when this light is coming into the Lauterbrunnen Valley, I'm lost. Ja, es ist einfach so schön. Huh? Yeah.
And because the light was so beautiful, we went to Grindelwald, which is just a valley further on. The light is really exceptionally beautiful in autumn, and during the drive to Grindelwald, the song Born to be Wild came to mind. But wait, wouldn't we need a cool motorcycle for that? Thanks. Grindelwald was also ready, but since I had been on my feet all day and wanted to take it easy, we postponed a more detailed excursion to another day and rode back to Brienz. Do you remember this picture of Sulwald? I had the feeling that today would be the perfect day for an autumn sunrise there. To get to Sulwald, you take the car to Isenfluh, which is above Lauterbrunnen. From there, a small gondola takes you up to Sulwald. The gondola transports 8 people or a whole cow. No kidding. Only a few farmers live up here. Otherwise, Sulwald is the starting point for various beautiful hikes, for example up to the Lauterbrunnen hut. Due to our tight autumn schedule, however, today it will only be enough for the sunrise. After Sulwald, we went home briefly to do some work, and then we planned our Grindelwald excursion for the afternoon. Unfortunately, as so often this autumn, the weather was not quite as friendly. Nevertheless, I hoped to be able to show you a few colorful maple trees. In order not to put too much strain on Rasta, we took the post bus for a section of the route. He is taking medication for his cold and inflammation. This should help him in a few days.
Remember, we were here about 2 weeks ago and I told you that the Ahorn, the maple heißt es, glaub, maple will become golden. Yeah, and some of them are already golden. Some of them are still green. But yeah, of course they never change at the same time. Yeah, but I think we will be lucky today. We say hello to the cows, okay? Ah, they are curious, those cows. Huh? They want to say hello to Rasta. Hey, cowies. Hi. You're so curious about Rasta, Gal. Yeah, but he don't like to play with you. Gal? Yeah, I'm so sorry. Huh? This is one of our favorite corners in Grindelwald. Because there is normally no one here. Yeah, and Rasta is able to run free. Yeah, baby. Too busy to listen. This is how a cow should look like. Huh? With horns. Yeah, they look best like this. So now, if we talk about golden maples. This is one. Yeah, it's nice, Gal. I know. Hey? Ja, sag auch. Hey, beauty. Hi. Oh, you look gorgeous. Huh? With this tree. Cows are so curious. Especially when I have Rasta with me. Huh? You have a leaf in your mouth. Look mal. So. Shall I take it away? So. Gangshi. You're welcome. Look at that color. So schön. Bye bye, cowies. I already miss you. Ciao. They announced so clear weather today, but you know, in the mountains, yeah, the weather is always different. Yeah, then they announce. Yeah, but it's not that bad, huh? I wanted to show you yellow maples or golden maples, and I did. I kept my promise. It changed so much in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, as soon as the temperatures are very low, the trees begin to change. Look, 2 weeks ago, this tree was already golden and now it's gone. So if you plan your holidays in Switzerland for autumn, yeah, you need to be lucky a little bit. Yeah, sometimes the trees are just in the right moment colorful and sometimes not. Yeah, but you may say you are, or you have a good chance in the middle of October to find some colorful trees. And then the other thing is, you never know when the autumn storms are coming. Yeah, that's why I'm always in a hurry. Yeah, and I'm always trying to find the beautiful days in autumn, because you know, in a few days all the trees can be bare again. Yeah, that's why autumn is quite stressful for me. It's a good stress, I know, but yeah, I'm busy then. That was the light I expected. A little bit late, but at least it's here. We took the last autumn light on a short drive until the sun disappeared behind the mountains. On 10 October, a large solar storm caused northern lights to be protected for Switzerland as well. Of course, I thought about it a lot, checked various apps to see where it would be the best to photograph the lights, and then decided on the Grimsel Pass. The weather forecast was not very promising. I booked a hotel room at the Grimsel Hospiz so that I could go to the Grimsel Pass as planned. That way, I could leave Rasta in the room and he wouldn't have to freeze with me somewhere. Before I booked the room, I checked again whether the pass was open. In October, you never know. Everything seemed fine, so we drove up. We drove up to Grimsel Pass to see where it would be the best to stop, and then I checked again at 5 p.m. to see if the pass was open at night. And my fear was confirmed. At 3 p.m., the status of the Grimsel Pass was changed, closed at night. Of course, I was very annoyed because my whole plan was in the bin. We could have walked up for an hour and a half, but the weather was so nasty that we ultimately decided against it for safety reasons as well. Unfortunately, I can't show you the northern lights in Switzerland in this video. The next day we drove back from Grimsel Hospiz to Brienz. On the spur of the moment, I decided to take a trip to the Giessbach waterfalls. You can always rely on them.
Back home again, it was time to work and edit, and then it was time to go on the next trip, autumn in Wengen. Wengen is only accessible by train, so we take the train from Lauterbrunnen. The journey takes about 12 minutes and psst, the view after the station Wengwald into the Lauterbrunnen Valley is really worth a photo. But don't tell anyone. We are staying at the Hotel Regina. I booked a room with a south-facing view and so that I can take a beautiful time-lapse. So you can look forward to it. Yeah, the perfect room for a nice time-lapse in the night. What do you think? Wengen looks super nice in autumn. Huh? Yeah, as the whole Bernese Oberland, I know. It's so hard to choose where to go. I stroll with you now to Wengen. Huh? And you don't have to do one step. I do everything for you. Huh? And my Nikon Z9 does everything for you too. Good girl. The beautiful autumn morning is starting in Wengen with some colorful clouds. Yeah. Ooh, what will await us today? After lekker breakfast, we continue our little stroll around Wengen. We are at the famous photo point at the church. And as you can see, yeah, we have already light on the peaks over there. Yeah. And now we go to our favorite hidden point. I know you wanted to see this, girl. The famous photo point of Wengen. Yeah, that's how it looked like. By the way, Wengen is almost in mid-season. Yeah, that means soon almost all hotels are closed here.
Yeah, it's hard to get a room here in Wengen when it's not high season. Now there is still 1 or 2 hotels left, but yeah, you have to find it. By the way, you see where the sunlight is right now over there. You see it? Yeah, this is Sulwald. We were there lately, a few days ago, to catch the sunrise. Remember this picture maybe? Yeah, that's Sulwald. Soon everything will be lightened up. And then we have the real autumn mood of the Bernese Oberland. Yeah, a little rasta time, because in the village he's not allowed to run. Well, he has to be on the leash. Gell, Burstel?
Rasta is already much better. The medicine seems to be working. We were afraid it was something worse. At his age, you never know.
Little promise from my side. This tree will shine in a few minutes. Yep. The unseen corners of Wengen. Not that bad. Yeah, wait for the light. What's Yeah, you can take it. Slowly. Ow! Hey. Now the magic happens. The sun is coming over the mountains. And now you can see the full autumn colors here. So wonderful, huh? Oh, Rasta also looks beautiful in the autumn light. Huh? Schöne Bub. That wasn't so bad, huh? Yeah, that's autumn for me, huh? Best. Hey, Rasta, Blätter, leaves. He is so in love with leaves. That would be a song. In love with leaves is Rasta's passion. Gell? I love the sound of the dry leaves on the ground. Huh? Yeah.
You can see for yourself that autumn in Switzerland is simply unique. It's like taking a train to another world. The colors, the light, the clear air, the wind, you can find all of this in autumn. By the way, next week we are going to Engadin in the southeast of Switzerland. The Engadin is famous for its golden larches in autumn, so the magic of colors in Switzerland will continue.